Hey, my name's Matthew Shapiro. I'm an Advanced Cicerone, and today I'm going over the differences between Belgian beer, Scottish beer, and German beer. Specifically some darker ones. We have a Belgian Dubbel, Scottish Wee Heavy, and a German Doppelbock. Starting off with the Belgian Dubbel. Lots of aromas from yeast. So Belgian yeast is super expressive. It produces fruity ester compounds, things like ripe bananas, pears, apricots, and spicy phenolic compounds, things like allspice, clove, or even black pepper. Yeah, and the malt seems pretty complex too. Things like toasted bread crust, pie crust, turbinado sugar, molasses. It's a pretty simple grain bill, usually mostly Pilsner malt, but it's made a little more complex from the use of Belgian candy sugar, which is a beet-derived sugar. And contrary to what it seems, it actually makes the end product drier and less sweet because it is so fully fermentable by the yeast. Not a ton of bitterness, medium low, just enough to balance it out, but super drinkable, not very sweet. All right, next up, the Wee Heavy. This one's got quite a different personality to it. Up front, I'm getting more of a dominant note of caramel. Definitely some toffee, like a toffee candy. Yeah, almost like rum-soaked raisins, almost like fruitcake. So Wee Heavy uses a yeast that produces some fruity esters, no spicy phenols, so that's where the dried fruitcake impression is coming from for me. I'm also detecting aromas of butter, which comes from a compound called diacetyl, which is common for some beers from the UK. Okay, similar to the Dubbel, not a bitter beer, but after swallowing, there certainly is some residual sweetness left on the palate. Kind of like if you were to spill something sugary on a table and it gets sticky. It's a similar sensation in the mouth. I mean, a lot more pleasant, but similar to that. Yes, and after taking a sip and exhaling kind of quickly, I'm getting some alcohol warmth with this one that I wasn't getting here. So a lot more sweetness, a little bit of alcohol warmth, and no spicy phenols. Some of the fruitiness, but none of the spices. But still pretty drinkable. Not as crushable as the Dubbel, for me. All right, next up, the Doppelbock. Again, a completely different character. This is a total malt show though. The yeast used to make Doppelbock is lager yeast, so they do not produce a lot of esters and no spicy phenols. So it's a clean yeast and it really allows the malt to shine. Yeah, I get a lot of notes of bran cereal, pumpernickel bread, grape nuts. Yeah, lots of Maillard browning action here. Yeah, like a beautiful brown bread in a glass. Quite dry, so not a lot of sweetness lingering on the palate. Just enough bitterness to balance the malt and keep it malt forward, but quite dry and drinkable. So clean yeast, fruity esters, and spicy phenols. Diacetyl, butteriness, no buttery in the Doppelbock or the Dubbel. Brown bread dominant, I would say with this one. Cereal. Almost like a port wine sherry vibe from this Wee Heavy. Yeah, and compared to the others, that alcohol warmth really shines through. And that butteriness. And here with the Dubbel, yeah. After sipping and smelling these other beers, the spices really come alive here. Almost getting minty, high sop, fenugreek, really complex. It's pretty amazing that it's just all from the yeast. And that's how I tell the difference between dark Belgian, Scottish, and German beers.